In a world where sharing has become second nature, where our lives are often on display for all to see, there's a quiet revolution brewing. It's a movement that challenges the status quo, that invites us to reconsider our relationship with privacy and self-disclosure. This revolution is about reclaiming our personal narratives, about understanding the power of selective sharing, and about recognizing the strength that comes from keeping certain aspects of our lives to ourselves. The constant pressure to share every detail of our lives, our successes, our struggles, our daily routines has become so ingrained in our culture that we rarely stop to question it. We post our meals on Instagram, tweet our thoughts in real time, and update our Facebook statuses with every life event, big or small. But what if we're giving away too much? What if, in our quest for connection and validation, we're actually compromising our own well-being and personal growth? Stopping the habit of telling everyone what's going on in your life isn't about becoming secretive or antisocial. It's about creating a healthier balance between your public and private selves. It's about recognizing that not everything needs to be shared, and that there's immense value in cultivating a rich inner life that's yours alone. When we constantly share every detail of our lives, we open ourselves up to a range of potential issues. We expose ourselves to unnecessary judgment and criticism. We invite comparisons that can fuel anxiety and insecurity. We risk oversharing information that could be used against us in personal or professional contexts. Perhaps most importantly, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to process our experiences privately, to reflect and grow without the influence of others' opinions. But consider the freedom that comes with not feeling compelled to share everything. Imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing that your thoughts, your plans, your struggles are your own until you choose to share them. Picture the strength you could cultivate by learning to rely on your own judgment and intuition rather than constantly seeking external validation. This isn't to say that sharing is inherently bad. Human connection is vital, and opening up to others can foster deep relationships and provide valuable support. The key is to be intentional about what you share, when you share it, and with whom. It's about recognizing that you have the power to curate your own story, to decide what parts of your life you want to make public and what parts you want to keep private. Let's explore some of the key reasons why stopping the habit of telling everyone what's going on in your life can be transformative. 1. Preserving your energy and focus. Every time you share something about your life, you're expending energy. You're putting your experiences out into the world, inviting reactions, comments, and opinions. While this can sometimes be affirming or helpful, it can also be draining and distracting. When you're constantly updating others on your life, you're often living in a state of performativity. You're not just experiencing your life, you're narrating it in real time. This can take you out of the moment, preventing you from fully engaging with your experiences as they happen. Moreover, the energy you spend crafting the perfect post or status update could be better spent actually living your life or working towards your goals. By reducing the compulsion to share, you free up mental and emotional bandwidth for more meaningful pursuits. Consider also the time and energy spent managing others' reactions to your shares. When you put information out into the world, you often feel compelled to monitor the responses, to engage with comments, to explain or defend yourself. This can become a significant drain on your resources, pulling your attention away from what truly matters. By being more selective about what you share, you preserve your energy for the things that are most important to you. You give yourself the gift of focus, allowing you to dive deeper into your experiences and pursuits without the constant interruption of external input. 2. Maintaining mystery and intrigue. In our oversharing culture, there's something refreshing and intriguing about someone who doesn't feel the need to broadcast every detail of their life. By maintaining a level of privacy, you create a sense of mystery that can be incredibly attractive, both personally and professionally. And when you don't share everything, people are naturally more curious about you. They're more likely to engage with you directly, to ask questions, to seek out your company. This can lead to deeper, more meaningful interactions and relationships. In professional settings, maintaining some privacy can enhance your reputation and authority. When you're not constantly updating everyone on your activities and achievements, your successes can speak for themselves. And there's power in letting your work and your actions do the talking, rather than constantly telling everyone about what you're doing or planning to do. This approach also gives you more control over your personal brand. Instead of letting others form opinions based on a constant stream of information, you can be more strategic about the image you present to the world. You can choose to share the aspects of your life that align with your goals and values while keeping other parts private. 3. Protecting your ideas and plans. When you're working towards a goal or developing a new idea, there's often a temptation to share it with the world. You might be excited about your plans or seeking validation and support. However, there are several compelling reasons to keep your ideas and plans to yourself, at least in their early stages. Firstly, sharing your plans prematurely can give you a false sense of accomplishment. Psychologists have found that talking about your goals can trigger the same sense of satisfaction in your brain as actually achieving them. This premature reward can decrease your motivation to put in the hard work necessary to turn your plans into reality. Secondly, when you share your ideas too early, you open them up to criticism and doubt before they've had a chance to fully form. While constructive feedback can be valuable, too much input too soon can be overwhelming and confusing. It can cause you to second-guess yourself or alter your vision to fit others' expectations rather than your own. Moreover, in competitive environments, whether personal or professional, sharing your plans can give others the opportunity to get ahead of you. They might use your ideas for their own benefit or position themselves to compete with you before you've had the chance to fully develop your concept. By keeping your ideas and plans private, you give them the space to grow and evolve without external pressure or influence. You allow yourself the freedom to experiment, to make mistakes, and to refine your vision without feeling like you have to justify every decision or change of direction to others. 4. Avoiding unnecessary comparisons. In today's interconnected world, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of constant comparison. When everyone is sharing their highlight reel on social media, it can seem like everyone else is living their best life while you're struggling. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and depression. By reducing what you share about your own life, you not only protect yourself from others' judgments, but you also start to break the cycle of comparison. When you're not constantly putting your life on display, you're less likely to obsess over how it measures up to others. Moreover, when you stop telling everyone what's going on in your life, you create space to focus on your own journey without the pressure of external expectations. You can celebrate your own victories, no matter how small, without feeling the need to broadcast them. You can work through your challenges without feeling like you're falling behind in some imaginary race. This approach allows you to define success on your own terms. Instead of measuring your life against the carefully curated images others present, you can focus on what truly matters to you. You can set your own pace, follow your own path, and find fulfillment in ways that are meaningful to you personally. 5. Building resilience and self-reliance. When we're in the habit of sharing everything, we often become dependent on external validation and support. We post about our problems seeking sympathy. We share our successes looking for congratulations. While support from others can be valuable, over-reliance on it can weaken our own problem-solving skills and self-confidence. By keeping more of your life private, you give yourself the opportunity to develop greater resilience and self-reliance. When you face a challenge, instead of immediately broadcasting it to the world, you can take the time to sit with it, to strategize, to draw on your own resources to find a solution. This doesn't mean you should never seek help or support, but by making it a habit to first look inward, to trust your own judgment and capabilities, you build a stronger foundation of self-reliance. You learn to trust yourself, to believe in your own abilities, and to find strength from within. This self-reliance can be incredibly empowering. It can boost your confidence, reduce anxiety, and give you a greater sense of control over your life. When you know you can handle challenges on your own, you're less likely to be rattled by life's ups and downs. 6. Maintaining better control over your narrative. Every time you share something about your life, you're contributing to the story others construct about you. While you can't control others' perceptions entirely, you can influence them by being more selective about what you share. When you stop telling everyone what's going on in your life, you maintain better control over your personal narrative. You get to decide what parts of your story are for public consumption and what parts remain private. This allows you to present a more cohesive and intentional image to the world. This control is particularly important in professional contexts. In the workplace, oversharing personal information can sometimes undermine your professional image or even jeopardize your career prospects. By maintaining some privacy, you can ensure that your professional persona remains intact and that you're judged primarily on your work and your conduct in the office. Moreover, keeping aspects of your life private gives you the freedom to evolve and change without constant scrutiny. You can explore new interests, change your mind about things, or work through personal issues without feeling like you have to explain yourself to everyone. 7. Enhancing the quality of your relationships. When we're in the habit of sharing everything online, our in-person interactions can suffer. If people already know everything that's going on in your life from your social media posts, there's less to discuss when you meet face to face. This can lead to shallower, less engaging relationships. By keeping more of your life private, you create opportunities for deeper, more meaningful conversations. When you meet with friends or family, you have new things to share, stories to tell, experiences to discuss. This can lead to richer, more satisfying relationships. Moreover, by being more selective about what you share and with whom, you can create a sense of intimacy and trust in your closest relationships. When you share something personal with someone, knowing that you don't share everything with everyone, it becomes more special. It's a sign of trust and closeness that can strengthen your bond. This approach also allows you to tailor your sharing to your audience. Different people play different roles in our lives, and not everyone needs to know everything. By being more intentional about your sharing, you can ensure that you're connecting with each person in your life in the most appropriate and meaningful way. 8. Cultivating inner peace and contentment. There's a certain peace that comes with keeping parts of your life private. When you're not constantly seeking external validation or managing others' perceptions of you, you can focus more on your own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This internal focus can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. When you're not broadcasting every thought or experience, you give yourself the space to reflect, to process, to learn and grow from your experiences without the influence of others' opinions. Moreover, by reducing your digital sharing, you can become more present in your daily life. Instead of experiencing life through the lens of what would make a good post or status update, you can fully engage with your experiences as they happen. This presence and self-reflection can lead to a deeper sense of contentment. You may find that you're less concerned with how your life looks to others and more focused on how it feels to you. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating, allowing you to find joy and satisfaction in the simple, everyday moments of your life. 9. Protecting your privacy and security. In an age of data breaches and identity theft, oversharing online can pose real risks to your privacy and security. The more information you put out there about your life, the more vulnerable you become to various forms of exploitation. By being more selective about what you share, you protect yourself from potential security risks. This doesn't mean you need to become paranoid or completely withdraw from online spaces, but it does mean being more mindful about the kind of information you're putting out into the world. This protective approach extends beyond digital spaces. In your day-to-day life, not everyone needs to know everything about you. By maintaining some privacy, you protect yourself from those who might use your personal information against you, whether in personal or professional contexts. 10. Living more authentically. Paradoxically, sharing less can actually help you live more authentically. When we're constantly sharing, we often fall into the trap of curating our lives for public consumption. We share the highs but hide the lows. We present idealized versions of our experiences. We filter our thoughts and feelings to fit what we think others want to see. By stepping back from this performative sharing, you create space to be more genuine. You can allow yourself to have experiences without immediately thinking about how to present them to others. You can form your own opinions and feelings about things without the immediate influence of others' reactions. This authenticity can be incredibly freeing. It allows you to connect more deeply with your true self, to live according to your own values and desires rather than what you think others expect of you. It can lead to greater self-acceptance and a stronger sense of personal identity. As we navigate this hyper-connected world, it's crucial to remember that we have a choice in what we share and what we keep private. Stopping the habit of telling everyone what's going on in your life isn't about disconnecting or isolating yourself. It's about being more intentional with your sharing, about recognizing the value of privacy, and about reclaiming your personal narrative. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It requires conscious effort and practice. Start small, maybe wait an hour before posting about an experience, or share with just one close friend instead of your entire social network. Pay attention to how it feels to keep things to yourself, to process experiences privately before, or instead of sharing them publicly. As you cultivate this new approach, you may find that you feel more centered, more in control of your life. You may discover a newfound appreciation for the private moments and personal victories that are yours alone. You may even find that your relationships deepen as you create space for more meaningful, in-person connections. Remember, your life is your own, your experiences, your thoughts, your journey, these belong to you first and foremost. By being more selective about what you share, you honor the sanctity of your personal experience. You create space for self-reflection, growth, and authentic living. In a world that often equates sharing with connecting, choosing privacy can be a radical act of self-care and self-determination. It's a way of saying that your life is valuable and meaningful, whether or not others know about every detail of it. It's an affirmation that you are enough just as you are, without the constant validation of likes, comments, and shares. So as you move forward, consider the power of keeping some things to yourself. Reflect on what truly needs to be shared and what can remain your own private treasure. Embrace the freedom that comes with selective sharing and watch as it transforms not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Your life is a rich, complex, beautiful journey. By choosing what to share and what to keep private, you reclaim the power to shape your own story. You create space for genuine growth, authentic relationships, and a deeper connection with yourself. In doing so, you don't just change your social media habits, you change your life.